Morph ball. Pass an imaginary ball around the circle. Do this a couple of times. Once this is established, change the weight of the ball, pass it round again, imagining it is very heavy. Try various things to change the quality of the ball. For example, the ball might be really delicate, or this time when you do it, the ball is really light. Try to change the size of the ball as it gets passed around. Each player decides what size the ball is as they receive it. Look out for the transition between big and small and make it really clear you are changing the size. You can try other different ideas around the circle. For example, imagine it's super bouncy, or let's see what happens if the ball is electric. Now that you've all explored and moved through a whole host of ideas, the exercise finishes with each player deciding what characteristics the ball has when it is passed to them. Circle cross. In a circle, pick a player to be on. They are player A. They move across the circle towards player B. Just before they reach them, player A says the name of another player, player C, in the circle. Player A takes player B's place as player B is now on and has to walk towards player C and say the name of the next player in the game. Keep it going like this. To move this across the circle in this video, we've picked the theme of Under the Sea, but you could pick anything relevant to your class, jungle animals, vehicles, or just give them the freedom to move how they feel. Move like. In a large circle, pick player A. They make eye contact and move across the circle towards player B. Player B has to call out another player's name and an instruction about how they are to travel towards them. For example, spin to Clara, hop to Delith, move like a lion to Archie, before player A tags them. Player A follows the instruction and moves in a new way towards player C, who must call out a new player and instruction to move. Continue on like this. If a player can't think of an action or a person before they are tagged by player A, then they become player A and the game continues. Circle pass. In a circle, pass a move around. You can either send it round once, twice, or reverse it. Use that same move and change it up a bit. For example, a clap. This time you can do your clap wherever you like. You can do this with any move. Explore it on the floor and then maybe take it to standing. You can also do different moves, maybe a move of your choice. Pass the scarf. You can do this standing or seated, in a circle or across the room, in the classroom or in your hall space. Take it in turns to pass the scarf. Start with a simple pass of the scarf and then begin to build on it. Add in some different things. For example, pass the scarf fast, maybe then slowly. Can you pass it with a turn? Can you do a move with the scarf this time before you pass it on? Or pass it to the next person using a different body part. Explore different ways the scarf can be passed. Music can help to set the tone. You may want to use this game in a relaxing way or an energizing way. Circle tag. In a circle, pick someone who will start the game. They will run across the circle and tag someone else on the shoulder. That person who is now tagged will do the same and run across to someone new and tag them, and so on and so on and so on. Once you've all been across the circle and tagged someone, you must sit down. When everyone is seated, the last person to run across the circle will high-five the teacher to reset the game, and everyone stands up, ready to start again. Try it again, but this time add maybe a leap as you cross the circle. If you have a big group, you can get 2 people at a time travelling across the circle safely. You can add a theme to it if you're exploring a topic. For example, why don't we move like we're travelling in space? And it can also be a fun way for learners to explore their own movement. Maybe you can move across the circle however you want is a nice command to try. The 1, 2, 3 game. Get into pairs and face each other. You can do this standing up or sitting down. With your partner, you're going to count to 3, but taking it in turns to say each number.
In,
2,
3,
1,
die,
3,
in,
2,
3,
1,
die,
3,
in,
2,
3.
Once this is established, swap number 1 for a move. We've used a clap, so instead of saying 1, you're going to clap. Let the group try this a few times with their partner. Now you're going to swap out number 2. In the video, we've picked an up and down move. So now we're going to clap, do our up and down move, and say number 3. Finally, swap out number 3. In the video, we've chosen a round and round move instead. So we're going clap, up and down move, followed by a round and round move. By this point, there are only moves and no words. Each pair are beginning to choreograph moves together. They can extend this by coming up with their own moves for 1, 2, and 3. Desk arms. Develop a sequence of 8 beats worth of arm moves that you can do at your desk. Everyone performs their own sequence together. Try it slow, try it fast, see how it feels. Tutting arms. Testing your movement memory, follow the teacher as they connect 6 arm moves in a sequence, breathing between each move, breathing out as you transition. With a partner, try it opposite each other without talking. See if you can do it with the same intention and rhythm. Pizza massage. Knead the dough with a scrunch and a squish. Now it's time to roll out the dough, smoothing it all out. I think it might be ready to sprinkle that cheese all over the body. Now we're going to add some toppings. Maybe ask your learners what would they like and pop them on your pizza. Time to put it in the oven so it can get really warm and bubbly through your body. Get it out of the oven and carefully chop it up into pieces. You can add some breath work in this next part to cool your pizza down, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Eat your pizza and let the warmth of your pizza fill your body. And finish by giving yourself a really, really big hug. Focus. Do this with just your arms and your upper body. One person starts. This could be the teacher, and they start leading movement for others to follow. Try and change up the speed and intention of your movement to try and catch people out. Then pick 1 or 2 learners to have a go leading the movement to see if they can catch the class out with their moves.